Well, this is definitely an interesting one we got today. The internet really is just a high-speed form of gossip, and the latest chatter is around none other than Eminem and Snoop Dogg's release from the D to the LBC. And there's some people who are questioning the authenticity and legitimacy of Snoop Dogg's verse. And look, I broke it down in this very reaction. When we talked about it, we did a full breakdown on this channel. I was very impressed with Snoop's verse. I thought in terms of the flows, in terms of the schemes, the multi-syllabic rhyme patterns, the way that stuff sat, some of the punches, it was definitely his most polished work in over a decade. And it sat there. I mean, it deserved to be on the track with M. It was two very strong verses from both artists. But here's the thing about Snoop. He has used ghostwriters in the past, and he has admitted to having ghostwriters help him on various albums. I mean, back when he was promoting Ego Trip and he went on Double XL, and he even said, I was watching Diana Ross get inducted to a Hall of Fame. She got up there and named all these great songwriters. Her biggest songs were written by somebody else, Snoop says about the switch. So I'm thinking, wow, there's nothing wrong with my pen, but I'm going to let other people write for me. And that's not the first time Snoop has given that revelation and just been so open about ghostwriting. On Sensual Seduction, he openly admits that Shady wrote that song, which was an absolute smash hit. In another project, Malice in Wonderland, Snoop said, I got a couple of my little homies that's putting the pen to the paper. I be letting my homies get on by writing and expressing their thoughts through me. I be letting them have opportunities to be a star through me. And it's not like ghostwriting is something that is brand new to the industry. This is not like a shocking revelation that's going to just turn the world of hip hop upside down. Drake has used ghostwriters before. Hi, Quentin Miller. How you doing? Kanye has also used ghostwriters, Fat Joe, Mace, Jim Jones. I mean, the list goes on and on. So this all being said and this being known, there is speculation, and understandably so, that Eminem actually penned Snoop Dogg's verse for him. Now, it does make sense if you look at the fact that Snoop Dogg is not a notoriously fast rapper. He's not used to writing these very fast rhyme schemes. He has a more laid back, a more slower, sort of drippy type of delivery, and he holds words out, and he just likes that slower pace and style. And you can take it from an MC here. You know, writing at a fast pace, when you know that you're getting like twice to 3 times as many syllables down per bar as when you are used to writing slower paces, there's a different sort of art to it. There's a different approach to it, a different methodology to make sure that it fits in the right pockets, that it does work. But Snoop Dogg has done faster flows before. He has showed off what he can do with a faster delivery. I mean, even back in the day on Nothing But a G Thing, he has these moments when he stops, starts, and goes into more accelerated, faster flows, then pulls back out of them into more of his classic Snoop Deal Double G delivery. And I will say too, Snoop is not one to just have rhyme scheme after rhyme scheme after rhyme scheme after rhyme scheme in terms of having like very condensed schemes, a ton of multi-syllabic schemes. Yeah, he can do it. He's flexed it on verses before, but it's not exactly something that he cakes throughout his verses that you find happen often. But at the same time, Snoop has shown in the past that he does have a dope pen game. Like Snoop, there's a reason why he's still around today. There's a reason why he is still relevant, because he has longevity. And you don't have that longevity if you don't know what you're doing when you step inside the booth and it's time to shine. And I will also say, in terms of the faster flow and pace, even though it is quicker from him, it is still kind of that classic Snoop. Like, and I pointed this out when we did the reaction, like a lot of the ad-libs have sort of that whisper, that drippy effect to them. Even in a lot of pockets, it almost seems like he's falling kind of behind the beat, but that's just more so him finding his unique rhythm, his sort of delay on things, and getting back to just how he handles himself. You know, Eminem is a lot more jab, in and out, in between the pockets of the beats, get out in front of it, whereas Snoop Dogg definitely, still faster pace, kind of sat more behind it, was more relaxed and just more steadied and composed with the way that he handled his verse. And maybe it's best to compare other tracks that Snoop has been on recently so we can see his pen game and where his level is at right now. I mean, the Mount Westmore album is a good example if you want to look at that. If you look at Big Subwoofer, you look at Bad Motherfuckers, not necessarily like crazy, very condensed rhyme schemes like we find on this verse, but obviously the classic Snoop delivery. Snoop likes his wordplay. He can punch bars when he wants to. He has it on there. He has some of those braggadocious flows that we know him for. But interestingly enough, I would say the two best Snoop verses that I really have heard in the past 5, 10 years, going even further than that, are on this track with Eminem, and then on West Side Boogie's new album, Windows Down, both of which are Shady related projects. I mean, Windows Down has a nice, smooth, multi-layered rhyme scheme, especially as he taps in to the last few bars of that verse, which again begs the question, if he's on Shady related tracks, if he's in the same building working on stuff as Shady and Shady's behind it. And Snoop has openly admitted to, hey, he's cool with having ghostwriters. Would it not make sense for him to let Shady pen a little bit of what he did on the recent track? Me personally, I don't know. I mean, the conditions are definitely there to say that Eminem has ghostwritten Snoop's verse. But also, I could definitely see the scenario where Snoop just, hey, stepped up to the plate. He knew he had Eminem on the track. He knew he had to come with it. So he made sure that he was hyper-focused and on his super A-game mode that he is more than capable of doing. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Eminem has penned this for Snoop? Do you think that the rumors are true, that we got a little bit of ghostwriting going on? Or do you think that Snoop did it himself? Let me know what you think in the comment section, guys. I definitely want to hear from you and hear your take on it, because music is subjective at the end of the day. Also, if you're here at the end of this video, hopefully you're enjoying all the content that I'm giving you as we're branching out, doing new content as a full-time here on YouTube. Do me a favor, hit subscribe, notifications on, support the channel directly, guys. It really does go a long way. It really does help me out. I appreciate you. Stay safe, stay positive. I'll catch you again.